So guys, here we go again. So I already have a lot of video where I increase my deposit from just $1, $5, or $10, and a lot of you ask me in the comments how. Just give us a plan. So first of all, today we're gonna increase the deposit from just $1, and the goal is to turn it for at least $400. Guys, agree, this is pretty great result from just $1. But what is the best part? That we're gonna use only one indicator, also support and resistance levels, and this is no magic, just clean technical analysis, smart entries, and bit of patience. I'll walk you through every trade, explain you why I enter some kind of the trades, and how even the smallest deposit can grow when you have a plan. So grab a seat, smash a like button so you will not forget about this after, and let's go, because we're starting the challenge with $1 on the balance. So guys, here is our pocket option account. As you can see, I have just $1 on my balance. So this is with what we're gonna work with. So let's change the time of the expiration to 2 minutes and choose the moving average indicator. Change it to EMA, the period to 50, and here line width, and we click save. So before it was the resistance level, and as we can see, our price crossed it and went even lower. And for now, our resistance level could be here, but our price hasn't achieved and formed it yet. So that's why we open here a buy trade. As we can see also by the moving average line, it's moving in the upward direction, giving us a buy signal. And we can see it also by the candlestick patterns, of course. So what is a deposit flip? Of course, it's a high risk trading strategy where a trader intentionally starts with very small amount of money. For example, $1, $5, $10, and aims to multiply it many times over in a short period. Unlike traditional trading, which focuses on stability and long-term growth as well, this kind of the trading with increasing of your balance from small amounts, aggressive of course, and prioritize maximum profit over short time frames, often with little no room for error, because you put all of the money that you have in a trade and you don't have a room for a mistake. So of course the trader takes on increased risk and uses a larger position size relative to the deposit. For example, start with $1 and enter a trade using the full amount. If the trade wins, you now have, for example, $2, so almost $2. It's like 1.92 because the payout is 92%. By the way, it's 10 seconds right now for a trade. Okay, let's see that. We're in a plus. It was fluctuating a little bit. 4 seconds. So guys, it's 3, 2, 1. And we close the trade in the plus, of course, because our analyzing is great. So we delete all of the lines here. As we can see, the upward trend here is still continuing. So now, as I said you before, we have $1.92 because the payout is 92%. So guys, now let's find a new currency pair where we can open a trade. Okay, here's a pretty nice one. We open here a sell trade for all of the money that we have in 2 minutes. So let me draw something here for you. We can see here is the support level, and where our price achieved right now is the resistance level, definitely, so it should reverse from this level. Okay, now we're not trading by following the trend, but this is only because it achieved this resistance level. As we can see, it was already 3 times when our price achieved this level and went lower. So we can see this kind of the stability here on the price reaction. So that's why it should reverse right now, especially in this 2 minutes, definitely. So, as I told you before, for example, you start with $1 and you enter a trade using the full amount. Then, if the trade wins, you have almost $2. And next trade was $2, then $4, $8, $16, and more and more. So, the idea is to catch a winning streak and scale aggressively, of course. So, every winning trade increases the next position size, which accelerates account growth. And pretty fast. But you will ask me, why can't it work? Because it's impossible to close all of the trades in the plus, and I agree with you. But in trading, there is a concept called capital efficiency. If you know how to pick precise entries and read the market, you can multiply even a small deposit. So it's not a magic. It's a mix of, first of all, technical analysis, discipline, a lot of the experience also, cold-blooded decisions making, and also a clear and structured plan. Because for a lot of people, it may look like I'm just opening the trades right after each other in a row. I have a profit without any problems, but actually there's a lot of the years of the experience behind it, and nobody see that, of course. And a lot of the people think that you just need to use one indicator and you will have all of this. It's 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close it in the plus as well. Okay, perfect. So now let's change the amount of money per trade. So guys, here is another currency pair. So before it was the support level here, but we can see the pretty good start of the downward trend, and this green candle is probably the corrective one. So guys, probably those who's watching this video right now thinking that, damn, this all looks so difficult and crazy, I would never do it by myself. Well, I have a good news for you. First of all, my YouTube channel, where you can find a lot of the knowledges for free, and also my Telegram channel. The link is going to be in the description of this video. There you can find absolutely free trading signals. I don't take any money from my subscribers. This is not a clickbait or ads, guys. You can just check it out by your own eyes by the link in the description, and we are continuing. So I'm going to open here a sell trade for 2 minutes. So it should reverse and go in the downward direction definitely. I will also draw it for you with a trend line. So here it is. Now we're in a plus, it's going pretty well. And in this diapason, our price should go like lower than this line, you see? But even now, because of this green corrective candle, we got pretty good entry point. That's why it's also pretty important. And we open a trade when the price was higher, so now we have more chances even to close this trade. Okay, but what are the risks? Because of course we have it here. Because you know, guys, when I just started to do videos about increasing of my balance and I decided to try this kind of strategy, I was wiping out my deposits so many times, and maybe only on the 5th attempt I was making, you know, some kind of the result and not losing all of the deposit. Because even if you have a lot of the experience and everything, the market could react differently, or you can have some volatility or fluctuations, corrective candles, and boom, one trade, you lose all of the money, of course. I even made the video where I put all of my losing trades, and when I was losing balance like 1 or 2 times, and only after I was getting some results. So of course, it's not for beginners, actually. So guys, it's 3 seconds to 1, and we close it in a plus. Perfect. We have $7 on the balance already. It's not that bad, okay? So let's find some other currency pair where we can open a trade and change the amount of money. So here is pretty interesting situation. So here is like our support level that the price is achieving and then going in the upward direction, but after it's still going in the downward direction because it's a downward trend, of course. So here we open a sell trade for 2 minutes for $7. And we got pretty good correction as well, so we got a nice entry point. So the trend should go like this, in this direction, especially that before it was pretty strong upward trend, as you can see on the left side. Then it achieved this resistance level, start going in the downward direction with a lot of the fluctuations, of course, but still it's normal for the market. So what are the risks? Also, second of all, it's emotion overload. So you can feel greed, fear, also excitement when you have a profit, and boom, after you lose all of this and you feel like, oh my god, you're so stressed, and it can destroy absolutely your logic. And again, as I said before, it's not for the beginners, because without a solid system, losses are almost guaranteed here. So of course, it's not for the beginners that not that confident in their strategy, in their plan. Also, they're not that emotional stable, and if they, for example, have even $50 of the profit, they're like, oh my god, this is so great, and after they put all of this money per trade because of the excitement, boom, they lose all of this, and that's it. Finito like a mezzo. So if you just started, it's better to use 1% of your deposit per trade and trade really safely. So guys, by the way, it's 23 seconds till the end. As you can see, it reversed really great in the downward direction. So let's wait. It's 15 seconds for now. And 12, 10. Okay, it's going pretty great. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we did that. We already have $13 in the balance. I'm waiting till we will have like $50 because it's gonna be so much easier to trade like this. Not with the smallest amount of money. But guys, now it's gonna be the most interesting part started, because if we'll close the next trade, we will have like $26 and then $50 and more. So here is our resistance level for now, as we can see that the price achieved before and then reversed a little bit in the downward direction. But we open here a buy trade for 2 minutes, of course, because as we can see, it's broke this previous resistance level and start going even higher. So we got pretty good entry points as well. So in this kind of the increasing of your balance, you should be really, really fast and quick. So here's the rectangle, like the area where price would move in the future. But this is important. Increasing of your balance like this is just a challenge and not a sustainable trading plan, because a lot of people ask me sometimes, Lisa, why you don't do in your VIP Club channel when you send the signals? Because guys, again, it's a challenge and not sustainable trading plan. It's just like to check it out, your skills, and to actually show if you can do something like this. But at the same time, you cannot trade like this all of your trading career, like every day, and every day have a solid profit. It's impossible, because when even I do this kind of the videos, and I was doing before as well, on some of them, only from the 14th attempt, I could make increasing of my balance. It's crazy because I lost so much money on that, and I don't recommend anyone, and I spent so much time when I could just trade for 1 hour using 1 to 5% of my balance and having a solid profit. Why you should do that if you can just trade with 1 to 5% of your balance and every day having some profit, and not every time going in the losing, then profit, losing and profit, and you're just gonna be in the zero probably. So it's like a sprint, you know, fast, intense, exciting, but it's not a marathon, and trading is a marathon, you know, so you need to be consistent and confident in what you're doing. So guys, it's just 5 seconds till the end of our trade. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close it in the plus as well. Okay, perfect. $26 right now on the balance. That's great. Now it's gonna be so much faster to make the result. So guys, let's find a new currency pair. Here's a pretty good one. It was the uptrend before it achieved the resistance level, started going in the downward direction. It's pretty strong downward trend. So of course we're gonna open a sell trade. We just wait for a good entry point, and we open it for 2 minutes for $26. So let me draw something for you. Here is the trend line, how our trend should go. Of course, if it's not going to be any fluctuations, but here I'm pretty confident about this. But also guys, I want to tell you a real stories of the big traders that also made their trading career on the increasing of the balance from the really minimum amount. So first of all, it's Timothy Sykes. So it's one of America's most well-known traders. So he started with $12,000. It's not that bad, right? And turned it into over $1.6 million in a few years trading penny stocks. Of course, it's still different and everything, and it's a few years, guys. You need to understand it's not like one day or something. But agree, this is pretty great result from 12K to $1.6 million. So it's not like a classic flip from $1 to $1,000, but a perfect example of how a small deposit plus smart strategy as well equals serious success. And he was telling the advice that you need to trade high volatility assets, even though a lot of people is trying to run from them, but always manage risk and lock in profits. So this is pretty great idea as well. So guys, we just have a few seconds till the end of this trade. It's 3, 2, 1, and we close it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now we have $45. Okay, here we open a sell trade, of course, for 2 minutes. We can see some pretty short downward trend, but still it hasn't achieved the support level yet. I think you can clearly see it as well. Here it is. So the trend should go like that. Definitely, it could even broke the previous support level and go lower, because before it was pretty strong upward trend. So another story of the trader that did some kind of the increasing of the deposit, it's Steven Dux. So it's a Chinese trader who moved to the US and flipped $27,000 to over $1 million in under 2 years. But again, it's 2 years, guys, you know, because a lot of people is waiting to see this kind of the 1 month, you know, 2 months, and boom, you make from 10K to 1 million, but this is impossible. So he followed a strict system of pattern-based trading and also did statistical tracking. So you should keep it in mind. And also, if you're watching the other YouTube videos about trading and you're really into that topic, you probably heard about Ross Cameron. So it's a day trader who flipped $583 over $100,000 in 90 days, trading low float in high volatility stocks. So he looks for early morning spikes, also trade fast, and documents everything. But he also openly admits that it took for him 4 years of losses before finding consistent profitability. So guys, and even the big traders that making this kind of the result that popular in the whole world, they still, face some kind of the losings. So guys, it's just a few seconds till the end of our trades. It's going pretty well. We're in the plus. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we close the trade in the plus. Okay, perfect. So let me delete everything. We change our amount of money. We already have $87. That's great. And here we open a buy trade, of course, because it was a downward trend before, but now it's changed to the upward trend. It creates a new support level. The resistance level is probably would be here. But you can see here the support level that the previously chart created, and from this level it started reversing in an upward direction. So here it's really easy. We're following a trend, we find a good entry point, we're also following the moving average. That's it. But of course it would be better not to risk all of the money per deposit and to use the money management system. And now for the people who watched till this moment, it's gonna be some surprise that I promised you too. I'm gonna tell you a step-by-step instruction how to increase your balance from minimum amount of money. But this is just recommendations, guys, and if you're a beginner, it's better not to try it and just trade really safely. So first of all is set a clear goal. So it isn't about let's see what happens, it's a defined mission. For example, the start is $10, the goal is $100. It's already a great result. Time, for example, 1 week or 10 trades. So this prevents emotional over trading and helps you know when to stop. Okay, let's wait. But we are confidently in the plus because, a lot of the times when I was doing increasing of my balance on the video, we closed the trade in the plus. It was so many situations when we were that close, that our entry point, it was like plus 2 points or minus 2 points. But today we're really confidently in everything, and I hope it will continue going like this. Okay, now we have $167. Let's change our time of the expiration to 3 minutes and open here a sell trade. So because here in general the downward trend is continuing and it should continue even more. We can see that before the support level was higher, now it's changed because our price broke the previous support level. So our support level right now is here, but it could be, of course, lower. So that's why I opened here trade for a longer time of the expiration, so our price would have a time to reverse. And we got, again, a pretty good entry point. We catch this correction candle. So now our price will reverse definitely in the downward direction, but we got a pretty good entry point. So the second step about how to trade like this is accept the risk. So you're trading with a high risk on purpose. So one mistake can kill your account, and you need to control the game, not let it control you. So if you are really sure about yourself, about your strategy, about, for example, the currency pair that you're trading, you analyzed everything, but at the same time, you still need to accept the risk, and you need to also say to yourself, okay, I can make the mistakes and I'm not the bad person because of that, because a lot of people, when they make a mistake and lose the money, for example, in trading, they just stop, and they absolutely stop to believe in themselves. And this is also pretty bad because you feel so much responsibility for not making a mistake. So that's why I don't recommend it to beginners again. Then third of all is trade only by system, okay? So it's no guessing, use just a clear entry signals. For example, indicator plus level, price action, candlestick patterns, and also trend like break plus confirmation. Because if you will just open the trade just because you feel like that, or for example, I don't know, you saw this kind of the example before and you sure, but at the same time you didn't analyze the candlestick patterns, the indicators, or for example, use 5 indicators and 3 of them is telling you to buy and 2 of them is telling you to sell. And you're like, well, then I'm gonna open a buy trade. Of course, it's not working like this. So you should be really, really sure about your trades. And for this, you need to have a lot of the experience as well, because if not, you will be not sure and you will probably not open a trade, or you're gonna open but gonna risk a lot and stress. You don't need that actually. So now guys, it's 12 seconds till the end. Okay, it's going pretty well. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did that. We closed the trade, guys. Well, we already have $321 on the balance. Okay, perfect. Now let's change our amount of money per trade and find the new currency pair where we're gonna open our last trade. Okay, here we open a buy trade, of course, because before it was pretty short but still a strong downward trend. It creates a new support level and from there start reversing the upward direction. Also, our price here, as you can see, our candles crossed the moving average line. It's also a pretty good signal that the upward trend already strong. So here it could be the probable resistance level, or price would go higher and higher at the same time. Of course, we cannot predict it for 100% still. So here could be the direction of our trend. So what is the other steps? So you need to scale up gradually. So I don't actually recommend to go all in every time. And I also had this kind of the videos. For example, when I already made like $100 or something, I just used $50 per trade, or $40, for example. So scale step by step, $1, $2, $4, $8, or for example, 20-30% of your balance per trade. So this gives you a chance to build a win streak. So for example, you're not starting with $1, you're starting, for example, with $100 and you use like $20 per trade. But it's at the same time, it's still riskful, guys. Again, I don't recommend to beginners, because you're just going to be disappointed in trading after that, because you're just, looking for fast and easy money, but it's not actually happening like this. You also need to trade with the trend, of course, and that's what we're doing. So forget, guys, about bottom catching or calling reversals. Stick to high probability trend trades. So that's how we are doing in all of this video. So you can see the examples here as well. We actually have 8 seconds till the end. Here we're confidently gonna close this trade. It's 2, 1, and we did that, guys. So guys, we made even more than expected, $616. What a good number. So guys, I think this was pretty good, increasing of the balance from just $1 to 616, right? But of course, I made it a lot of the times, and I also had a lot of the mistakes and losses. So again, I don't recommend it to beginners. It's better to use a money management and catch-up system. By the way, if you don't know what it is, you can go to my Telegram channel and check it out there, absolutely for free. I will send you the articles, and I also have the educational channel for all of the beginners. So guys, don't forget to subscribe also to my YouTube channel. Here I post a lot of the free content about trading that a lot of people are selling for big money. So I hope you like it, and see you on the next trading session. Bye bye.